I'm really excited that we're discussing masks because I've been rather disturbed. I was, watching the ceremony around the Ram Temple yesterday, and there was a very, very large number of people who had gathered together, who had the confidence in the faith that Lord Ram would protect them, and there was no need for a mask. And I think the whole idea and the history of the mask actually goes back to ritual, it goes back to theatre, it goes back to performance, and has been closely related with the sacred. And I think that in today's day and age, when the mask was so desperately needed, so I think the first thing that comes across is and I was listening to a bit of the earlier discussion, is that the ambiguity in the messaging that is emanating on the one hand from experts, whether it is physical distancing, phrase I prefer to social distancing, or the use of masks.
Of dealing leave aside pandemic of corona or any infection are two things. One is the internal resilience, second is the external protection. External protection has three dimensions. The mask, or major focus on the mask. The second is about the physical space distancing. I repeat again, I am very, very much against the word social distancing. It's most asocial, antisocial, derogatory, harsh word, especially in the Indian context. It's insensitive. It means in Indian context, you're untouchable. So we are all untouchable today. Coronavirus has taught a lesson that every one of us is untouchable. The second is the washroom hygiene. Hand washing has been an ancient practice, and we had forgotten all these years. So this is the external protective measures.
If we breathe quietly, we discharge about 20 virus particles. If we speak reasonably softly, then we discharge about 200 virus particles. It takes about 1,000 virus particles at least to cause the infection. And if we speak loudly or sing loudly or shout in a closed indoor space, likely to be discharging many more virus particles. Or if we exercise and then start deep breathing and panting, then also we are likely to discharge more virus particles. But if we cough or sneeze, then we are likely to discharge more than 200 million virus particles. And that's going to be quite a dose in terms of infection. Now, we also recognize that because not only symptomatic people are discharging the virus, but also people who are pre-symptomatic, that is a few days before they actually manifest their clinical symptoms, they also can actually discharge the virus. And now we also learn from a number of studies, including antibody tests, that many people who are infected are asymptomatic, and there is some evidence to show that they too can discharge the virus and can infect others. And therefore the need to protect our face with a mask is absolutely imperative.
Masks have been used since antiquity for both ceremonial as well as practical purposes, as well as in the performing arts and for entertainment. They are usually worn on the face, although they may also be positioned for effect elsewhere on the wearer's body. More generally, in ancient art history, especially sculptures, mask is the term for a face without a body, more than the face or added face. As we all know, apart from its traditional, cultural, theatrical, covering beauty and heritage significance, it has arrived in this modern age 2020 more as a medical and healthcare and healing significance.
I remember some friends who were making decorated Madhubani printed masks, pastel shaded masks. So it also allowed me to go back to the history of masks It becomes a part of a performance. And I'm very glad you mentioned Jain Munis. Professor Reddy, I think, mentioned Jain Munis. So if you have a tradition of covering your face and moving around in public, either as a Digambar or as a Shwetambar, is part of a performance, elaborate ritual performance, which signifies that each small microbial life matters. It should not enter your mouth and should not involuntarily commit hinsa.
Thank you, sir. It was a privilege to be along with the India's top public health and communication experts of the country, the educationists of the country. Thank you so much, sir.